Welcome back to the channel, your daily dive into finance, investing, AI and some politics. Today we're talking about a pretty shocking story that's making waves in the Tesla community. And honestly, if you own a car, any car, this might make you cringe a little. We're talking about a car that was once the absolute pinnacle of electric luxury, losing a jaw-dropping amount of value in just 2 years. I'm talking about nearly $100,000 down the drain. Yeah, you heard that right, 100K. Let's break down what happened. So a YouTuber named Kyle Connor, who runs the channel Out of Spec Reviews, bought himself a shiny new Tesla Model S Plaid back in 2022. The car cost him a whopping $140,000, an eye-watering price. But fast forward 2 years and Kyle decided to check what his Tesla was worth if he wanted to trade it in now. And boy, the numbers were not pretty. When Kyle got a trade-in value from Tesla, they offered him, drumrolls please, just $46,400. That's a loss of about $94,000. I mean, let that sink in for a second. That's almost 70% of the car's value, just gone, in 2 years. However, the car was also involved in an accident, and as Kyle himself has said, that will affect its value. I'm thinking if I had to sell this car today, it might be worth half of what I paid, maybe just slightly more. He mentioned that in a video published in July 2023, titled Tesla Model S Plaid 1-Year Ownership Update. It can only go up from here. Now that's funny. So basically for Kyle, every mile he drove, and he drove 37,000 miles, he lost about $2.50 in depreciation. That's more than some of us spend on coffee each day. And why did this happen? Well, there's a few reasons. First, Tesla has been cutting prices like crazy to meet their sales goals. The price of a brand new Model S Plaid has dropped to $90,000 since Kyle bought his, which definitely doesn't help the value of his used one. As Jalopnik notes, imagine buying a pair of jeans for $50 and the very next week they're on sale for $45. Now scale that up to a $140,000 car and yeah, I'd be pretty upset too. But price cuts are only part of the story. Let's also talk about Tesla's overall market dynamics and Elon Musk's influence on the brand. Musk himself has always been a huge part of Tesla's public image, for better or worse. But in recent times, his increasingly controversial behavior has rubbed some people the wrong way. From erratic tweets to political statements, his actions have undeniably impacted how people perceive Tesla as a brand. For some, it's just not a brand they want to be associated with anymore. Beyond Musk's influence, Tesla's quality issues have also taken their toll. We often think of Teslas as these futuristic marvels, but they're not without their problems. Build quality has been a recurring issue with Tesla cars, and Kyle himself mentioned that his Model S Plaid is starting to feel like it's falling apart after only 2 years. I mean, you'd expect a luxury car that costs over $140K to be holding up better than that, right? Things like misaligned panels, rattling noises, and a generally worn-out feeling aren't what you'd want from a high-end vehicle. And it seems like Tesla hasn't quite solved these problems yet. On top of that, the used car market for Teslas is getting hit harder than ever. This isn't just about the Model S Plaid, it's about electric vehicles in general. A recent analysis on iccars.com sheds light on just how much Tesla's value is plummeting. The study analyzed over 1.8 million used cars and found that Tesla vehicles are depreciating at an alarmingly fast rate compared to other brands. Specifically, Tesla models are losing nearly 30% of their value year over year. This is an eye-opening figure, especially when contrasted with brands like Chevy, which have shown only modest depreciation. The second closest to Tesla is Alfa Romeo with 13.3% and the infamous Maserati with only 9%. The lowest in the study were Chevrolet, GMC and Porsche with 0.4, 0.2 and 0.1% respectively. Now, let's not forget about the competition. Tesla's early dominance in the electric vehicle market is being challenged from all sides. Traditional automakers like Ford, GM, and even luxury brands like Audi and Mercedes are putting out electric vehicles that not only compete in terms of range and performance, but also often come with better build quality and more refined interiors, to say the least. And then there are the price wars. Many of these brands are aggressively pricing their EVs to attract buyers who might be on the fence. All of this adds pressure to the Tesla's resale value. If you can get a brand new, well-built and competitively priced EV from another company, why would you want a 2-year-old Tesla that's already showing signs of wear? On the flip side, there is some good news, if you're a bargain hunter, that is. Because of these massive drops in value, getting a used Tesla is more affordable than ever. If you've always wanted a Tesla but couldn't justify the price of a new one, this might be the perfect time to jump in. Used Teslas are becoming a much better deal, and you can end up with a powerful EV for a fraction of the original cost. Plus, if you qualify for tax credits, that could make the deal even sweeter. Just keep in mind, you might have to deal with some quality issues or the fact that newer models have better tech. It's definitely a trade-off, but for some people it could be worth it. We all know cars lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot, but losing almost $100,000 in 2 years, that's a whole other level. It really makes you wonder whether the hype is worth the price. Are we buying into the brand and the tech without really considering the long-term costs? Well, some people for sure, as I'm sure you'll find out in the comments below soon. Or is this just a case of bad timing for Kyle, with Tesla's price cuts and Elon's controversial image playing a major role in this wild depreciation? One thing's for sure, the EV landscape is changing fast. Tesla still leads the pack in many ways, but the competition is heating up, and stories like Kyle's are a reminder that even the most hyped up products have their downsides. It's important to stay informed, weigh the pros and cons, and really think about what matters most to you when making such a big purchase. All that said, Kyle was pretty surprised by how much attention his tweet about the depreciation got. He posted just a couple of screenshots with the word depreciation and suddenly it blew up. His followers were quick to tell him why. Many pointed out that while glowing car reviews are nice, a car losing nearly $100,000 in value in just 2 years is something that really catches people's attention. As Yuri Molotov said, I get it, but one of these things is just more interesting. I think people who aren't enthusiasts don't even know there's some kind of a new M3 RWD and it deserves a special look. Or, as Eric mentioned, one thing drives views clicks, the other doesn't. You 100% know this and do the same thing, just your audience is different from traditional media. It's a shocking story, and let's be honest, drama sells. We all know that social media loves controversy, and this was no exception. People were fascinated by the idea that the supposedly cutting-edge electric car could lose value so quickly. It's almost like a reality check for all those people who think EVs are immune to the usual car market rules. Okay, that's it for today's video. Go watch this video about more FSD blunders that made headlines in the last couple of weeks. And don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting and hit that subscribe button for more stories like this one.